You thought you'd never see me again? Well, too bad. I'm alive. What's up, Gord Dukes is back with another video. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna talk about it. Little life update, little update on the channel, how I'm gonna do things moving forward. But as you can see, if I named the title right, this is my first year of being a quote unquote YouTuber, whatever that means. So maybe, if you guys want to do a YouTube channel, you can learn something from me, how I did things or how I do things, and how I'm going to move forward, and how fun it's been, and how I look at the channel, as a whole, in addition to my life, and how I've kind of incorporated it and try to make it work. And I'm still trying, but let's talk about it. So yeah, I did take like a month break, and there's a lot of reasons to that. I'll go into it real quickly. I'll touch on it on the end too, because there's some other stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, sometimes life gets overwhelming, and I feel like I got burnt out, as most people would tell you when they do YouTube. And I don't even do it full time, which is one thing, but it's something that I kept in mind, and I kind of try to figure out, try to navigate as it was happening because I was off for a month. But yeah, this is going through the process of coming back, and I'm coming back strong. Let's talk about how I record really quick because most of you don't know. I don't record at my house. I record at another place. Someone lets me record here, and I get to chill, and it's very cool. So I have to really schedule some time, because I do work full time. Schedule time aside to record, and I have to know what I'm gonna record, what videos I want to make, what shows I want to watch, and that takes a little effort. Sometimes I don't put that much effort. Sometimes I want to make a video about random stuff because I just something pops up in my head and I think it's funny, and I'm like, I'm like, yo, let me go try this out. Let me record it and let me put it out there and see what happens. And that's kind of fun. That's the flexibility of it all. I really envy a lot of people that do this full time. I don't know if I'm gonna do this full time. I'm doing it because it's because I feel like it. It's because it was calling to me, and I don't know what this channel will turn into eventually, like a full time gig or whatever. But right now I'm having fun. I'm doing whatever I can, and I'm really trying to make something happen. But first of all, having a 9 to 5 is way harder. Okay, there's a lot of pros and cons to being a YouTuber full time, and I can see it. Um, but there's definitely a huge benefit of being a YouTuber more than it is a benefit to being 9 to 5. It's way harder. There's a lot more risk. I mean, I'm not one of those people that's gonna say streaming is super hard. It's totally not. Because a lot of the times when I'm making these videos, I have a lot of imposter syndrome. Like if I went viral like now, like off of 1 2 videos, I would feel like such a fraud because like I know it, anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. And there's so much you can gain from this as opposed to just working a 9 to 5, which is, soul crushing. You're working minimum wage for a lot of people out there. And there's just not a lot of positives. I know a lot of people that enjoy their 9 to 5s that have good careers, but a lot of people out there are suffering. And with streaming, YouTubing and stuff, it's not. I mean, it'll probably take a while, but if you get lucky, if you hit the lottery, you're set. You're pretty much set for life. So I don't know if that's gonna happen to me. I don't. I'm not putting weird stuff out there, but I'm just saying this is so much easier and so much better than working a 9 to 5. If the people out there who are working this YouTube stuff full time, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, what I was saying was, I kind of schedule some time aside, and I really try to hone in on what I want to do. And I'm so glad that I picked Sakamoto Days to read through because, man, not only was it fun, it was action heavy. It was new. I didn't know anything about it. It was engaging. A lot of people really seemed to enjoy it, and it wasn't too long of a story. And I think one of the biggest mistakes that I made early on as I was doing all this stuff was biting off more than I can chew, because when I caught up to Sakamoto Days, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start Tokyo Ghoul, and then when I have time, I'm gonna go back to Sakamoto Days, and I'm gonna react to Gintama, which I still love, and I'm still gonna do. I'm gonna react to Dragon Ball GT, which I still love, and I still want to do, and I'm still gonna make videos on the side. And I realized that I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't have a lot of time to do that, and I was like, damn, how am I gonna do this? And then one of the hardest parts for me is editing. I hate editing. I suck at editing. I have like I have DaVinci Resolve. It's free, and I don't know if it's like the best thing that I should be using, because if I really want to get better at this, I think I need to eventually move on to like Adobe Premiere. And I don't know. For now, this is fine, but I'm like, damn, the editing just takes so much of the fun out of it. I mean, when they tell you like if you work the job you love, you'll never work a day in your life, which is false. Because if you really love that job, you would work super hard to keep that job. And this is like it's all on you. So if you don't take the time to edit and do all this stuff, then it's not going out there, and it's on you. It's on you, buddy. So editing sucks. I hate it. Oh my god, dude. But yeah, there's that aspect of it. So yeah, and another thing is because I have so many different interests, I try to put a lot of variety on the channel, because I do love anime, I do love manga and movies and TV shows. That's the backbone of this channel, along with other stuff that I want to talk about. But I do want to add more, and that's like I guess that's a no-no in the YouTube world, because the algorithm, they treat your videos differently if they're too long, if they're too short, if they're, you know, I don't want to upset my subscribers, but I do want to put a bunch of different stuff on the channel. Because low key, I just have ideas in my mind. I just want to put it out there. I just want to put it out there and have fun. And that's what keeps it engaging for me, is because I love this stuff. Everything that you see that I'm putting out there is stuff that I love and stuff that I think is funny. So that, it's tough when, people aren't really responding to it or engaging with it as much as I would like, but that's part of the process. And so they tell you it's a marathon, not a race, because it will take a long time, but I'm still enjoying myself. I'm still enjoying myself, Kakarot. And yeah, the videos that I'm working on now, so I'm still doing reactions and stuff because I still want to watch these shows through. One thing that I caught myself doing was I love anime, right? And so what I found myself doing was that all these shows are coming out, all these shows that I want to see, and I've been holding back. I've been trying to like not watch certain things. Like I haven't been watching the One Piece anime. I haven't been reading the manga, which I haven't done for a while, and I'm gonna catch up to One Piece. I know what's going on, but I need to read the chapters, verbatim. There's shows like Fire Force that came out that I really want to watch, and it's just like all this stuff that I want to watch. I've been holding off on, off of the chance that I can, react to it on here, or something like that, make a video. But now I'm like, damn, I just want to watch, and it's gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, either I do reactions, which I don't have a lot of time for, especially with the shows that I want to react to, because they're longer, but I don't have enough time to put aside to record. So what I'm thinking about doing, is just watching these shows off, most of them, not all of them, most of them, and then doing videos on them. And then same thing with manga. I might do the same with Tokyo Ghoul because I really just want to read it. But having to do like 5 chapters of video. I mean, it was cool at Sakamoto Days because I was starting out and I didn't know what I was doing, and I enjoyed it, but it took a long time. It took a year. It took a year for me to catch up. And so if I do the same with more manga, I don't know, I feel like it'll lose traction, and I just want to get it all in one bite, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about, just reading it on my own and then making a video on it, and I think it should be fine. But Sakamoto Days, I'm still doing reactions for, because I've made it this far and I love it, and I enjoy the experience. So that's not going anywhere. Another thing that kind of gets in the way is, we all have lives, right? And I'm not going to get political, but I do know that one of the reasons, or some of the bigger reasons why I took a break, was because of what's happening politically in the world. I'm not going to get into it. Okay, I know this channel is I like to have fun here and I use it as an escape. But, because of what I was seeing and what was happening, it affected me. It affected my mental health. Seeing a lot of people, I'm not going to go into it, but I'm seeing a lot of people go through injustices. And, I felt really bad. And I had like a functional freeze where I couldn't focus on stuff. I couldn't enjoy the things that I loved. I stopped watching a lot of things that I was watching. I stopped going outside for a little bit, and it just affected me mentally. And so, if you want to do this full time, if that's what you aspire to do, you have to deal with that, and you have to deal with, making time to do it again, and making sure you're mentally ready and prepared to do that kind of stuff. Because man, it's been a tough month, but that is the one of the main reasons why I took some time away. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But on another note, as that stuff was going on, I've been we're halfway into the year and we're trying to do better for ourselves. We're trying to set goals for ourselves. And my goals this year have been to grow this channel. One, two is to learn Spanish. I know you guys probably don't know, but I am Mexican. But for a long time, my Spanish has been terrible, and I just really I really want to learn this time. I really want to be fluent, and I feel like I can do it by the end of the year. 6 months, we could do it. I could do it. If you're learning a language, let me know. It's not easy, but I think we could do it. That's one of my goals, or two of my goals. Another one of my goals is to lose 30 pounds by the end of the year. I don't know if you've seen, but I've kind of lost a little bit of weight. Kind of lost a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the beard that's doing all the work. And some of the fat is gone, but I don't think so. But anyways, my goal is to lose 30 pounds by the end of the year. I've always lost in the past 2 years, I've lost about 40, 50 pounds because I was almost 300 pounds. And I'm like barely 5'10", all right? So I was almost 300 pounds. And now I'm like around 230. What's the math on that? I don't know. And so I'm trying to get to 200, a clean 200, okay? Perfect cell would be. Because remember, if you're not perfect, then you're not me. Or whatever the fuck he says. But yeah, that's pretty much the life update on this channel. I'm going to be doing more stuff. I'm going to read more manga, watch more anime. More movies, bro. I think tomorrow I'm about to hit the AMC hard. I'm about to hit the AMC hard. I got the A list. I might go watch what is it? Jurassic Park Rebirth. I might go watch Ballerina, even though I haven't caught up to John Wick yet. Heard it was really good. Might watch 28 Days Later. Was it 28 Years Later? What the fuck? I don't fucking know. And then there's some other shit coming out. Oh, bro, Superman. And Fantastic Four. Hold on, let me talk about this real quick. Okay, let me talk about this real quick. I know this video's about the fucking channel or whatever, but yo, this is part of the thing. You're learning the thought process of me, all right? But yeah, that Superman movie looks so good, and I hear people are talking about it like, oh, I love like the reviews that people saw early. A lot of it are mixed, but I don't. For some reason, I feel it just off of the clips that I've seen where fucking he's yelling at Lex Luthor. He's like, I don't know shit about your dog. Fucking get out of my car. Fucking out of my office. The acting is good. The direction is good. I believe in James Gunn. I loved Creature Commandos. That shit was fire. So I believe in him. I believe he can do it. He can pull off a good Superman movie. The Fantastic Four movie, however, I'm kind of weary on, okay? I've always been weary on the casting. Look, I love Pedro Pascal. He's great. He's an amazing actor. But I really got to see him play Reed Richards, all right? Because the Reed Richards that I know, he's like a scrawny white dude. He's like a very timid, maybe, I don't know. I'm used to the Reed Richards in the old Jessica Alba Fantastic Four. I never watched any, what is his name? The Whiplash guy. I never watched his Fantastic Four. But I am excited to watch that movie. I am going to watch it. And yeah. That's pretty much it for this video. How did we get here? So let me know if this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, listening, liking, subscribing, all that stuff. Thank you for being here still, if you're still here. I appreciate you all, and I will see y'all next time. Peace!